Wealthy Wednesdays with the Property Queens. Today we're going to be talking about the struggles of retirement the traditional way. And Hannah has a treat for us. We're going to be writing, or she's going to be writing on the whiteboard for us.
All right, guys, are you ready to play a game about the not so fun facts of retirement?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to ask you a question and you have to guess the closest answer.
Okay.
What percentage of employers do you believe offer a traditional defined benefit plan, which we know as pension plans? Throw out a number.
50%.
15%.
50. Okay, you're closer. It's under 10%. It's actually at 5%. So the traditional way of retiring through a defined benefit plan, and what that means is it's a defined amount that you would receive throughout retirement. So say that maybe $5,000 a month you received from your previous employer through retirement. That is no longer the norm, and it was for so long. So that's one of our first problems. No pensions. For the most part. Now, government employees, some corporations do offer a pension, but it's very rare that you find that. So let's talk about what employers do offer now. A lot of employers offer a 401k. It's a great way to save through your employer. Couple fun or not so fun facts about 401ks. Guess what the average 401k balance is?
100,000.
What about you, Sasha?
Like 80,000?
Okay, that was good. 104,000.
Oh, okay. Close.
So it's a bit, but that's not going to get you through all of retirement.
Yeah.
So that being said, employers offer their 401ks. There are some benefits to this. A lot involve an employer match. Many employers, instead of offering that old school pension plan, they now offer a match to their 401k. And that can vary based on your company. You get a match if you don't, and the percentage that you get matched. Guess what percent of employees take advantage of that 401k match?
10%.
Not a bad guess.
I don't know.
Throw out a number.
20%.
Yes! I wish I had something to give you. I need candy or something. So 20%, only 20% of employees take advantage of that 401k match. Let's say your employer matches 100% of the first 3% of your salary that you put into your 401k plan. Your company is giving you money towards your retirement. That's free money, guys. I've met tons of people that don't take advantage of this. And it's free money. Free money is great and hard to find usually. So taking advantage of that employee match. So a lot of people out there giving away free money back to their employer. We need to maximize that. Another problem we have is that employees aren't maximizing the options that they do have now. So taking the money that's there for you. Options. What do you guys think another big cost in retirement is?
Healthcare?
Bingo. That's it. Healthcare is one of the biggest expenses in retirement. What do you think the average retired couple spends throughout retirement on medical expenses?
Oh, 93,000.
At least 100.
Triple that.
Oh my God.
Yes, 300,000.
Oh my gosh.
Throughout retirement. But think about it, as you age, expenses come up. And the problem with that is that most employers don't cover your medical expenses or healthcare at all once you retire. So it's up to you to get your own healthcare. So that's our third biggest problem.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking about oh man.
Yeah, it's expensive, and as you age, you have things like long-term care costs to worry about. And guess what the average long-term care expense is?
It's 93,000 a year, right?
Pretty close. A little lower. About 73.
80.
Yeah,
You said
about
70.
73.
Like 80. I said the number.
Close. Round it up a little bit. But healthcare expenses rise almost 5.5% each year. So that number's going up and up.
Yeah.
and
Every
up.
year. Yeah.
So that is one of our biggest problems, which ties into healthcare, is the long-term care. There are a lot of great tools you can use to plan for that. Long-term care insurance policies are fantastic, and that's something to look into when you're younger because it gets expensive as you age. So it's something to really take advantage of.
Right.
One of the other biggest problems we have with retirement and planning for it is that a lot of planners, when you're looking at retirement, you expect a constant amount spent throughout retirement. So let's come over to our lovely chart that Vanna wiped. So taking a look at this, you have your money that you're spending in retirement, your age. Let's say you think you're going to spend $80,000 a year in retirement, and you plan for that to be just a constant amount throughout retirement. What do you guys think the biggest problem with that is?
Inflation.
Inflation and everything over here.
Right.
You have no idea, and it's great to plan for that constant number. If you do tend to plan that way, I suggest picking a higher number. That way you give yourself a little wiggle room around your budgeting. This is something we'll touch on next week in our solutions for retiring in the new age of retirement. But this is one of the biggest problems we see, is just that constant spending, that constant level amount, kind of guesstimation, which may or may not be true. We'll touch more on that next week.
And you can never plan for surprises that will arise.
Exactly. Do you guys know how most people expect to receive income in retirement?
Social Security.
Yes. So tell me what you know about Social Security.
I mean, I learned this in school. So basically, FDR created it during the Great Depression to help people make it through. It was a government program that was supposed to be a short-term fix for just the economy and people not being able to provide for themselves or have literally any food. So it should have, and realistically, it should have ended back then, like after they got through that, but it was a government program that just continued on. So now today we're stuck with it, and people just want to bank on that money coming in and out to them, but
it wasn't created to withstand what it is.
Today.
I mean, 80 years later, people still expect to live off of it.
Yeah.
And it's not always a livable amount. So the average monthly Social Security benefit is only $1,400, less than $17,000 a year.
Wow.
And I don't know about you guys, but I don't know if I could live off that amount.
Less the ramen.
Ramen and tuna,
Peanut butter.
exactly. Extreme budgeting. But it's really turned into something that people plan for, and to be honest, we don't know exactly what's going to be there by the time we reach retirement. So we find people working till they're older and older. Can you guys guess the amount of people over 65 that are still working?
30%.
Close.
No, I don't know. 25%.
20%. So 20% of people over 65 are still working either full-time or part-time. And I don't know about you guys, but I would like to retire a little earlier than that.
Yeah, I want to retire at 35.
And that's why we do this type of thing.
All right, well, thanks, Hannah, for showing us all the problems that lay within the retirement system that is currently in place for that generation that is in the retirement community right now. And make sure you watch us next Wednesday to see how we are going to break down how you can get around the old school mentality of retirement and break into the new age and keeping up with the trend and creating a retirement plan that actually will get you through and not only that, but make you live comfortably so you never have to worry about where your money is going to be coming from. So we will see you next Wednesday, guys. Bye.